Under any measuring stick, it was a great year. Back-to-back 20-win seasons for our program, back-to-back appearances in the conference championship game. First time ever we won the CA regular season championship and were the number one seed going into the tournament. And it was really a label I think our team handled very well, wore that badge very well. Another appearance in the NIT. But as much as anything, this was a team that was fun to watch. I mean, fun to be around, fun to watch, very exciting style of basketball. I think a vibrance around our campus. Fan base grew, and I think if you saw the CEA tournament, 3/4 of the people in that arena were William & Mary fans. Well, it's one of the better college basketball games that I've been a part of, really, as a coach, player, or just a spectator, to be honest with you. It was a game where two teams, very highly skilled teams, played very well. Both teams played well, both teams very deserving of winning. But I think the thing that stands out to me, obviously the shot Daniel Dixon made, the pass Marcus Thornton made there at the end of the ball game. But what really stands out in my memory of that game is that we went into this tournament talking about, as the number one seed, you can't blink. Bad things are going to happen. It's not going to be rosy for us throughout this three-day tournament, but we can't blink at any point. And I tell you what, our team didn't blink in that semifinal performance and beat a very good Hofstra team. Really exciting night for William & Mary fans. He's simply one of the best players to ever play at William & Mary. I'm not going to argue he's the best. I didn't see people 50 years ago, but he's simply one of the best. He did break the school scoring record. I mean, the list of accolades is long. Conference Player of the Year, State Player of the Year, All-American, could go on and on. But I think what, to me, stands out about Marcus is that he made his team better. And he and I talked a lot about that the last 2 years. Your real mark at William & Mary will be how much better you make your team and your teammates. And he was a great teammate. He could have averaged a lot more points if he'd taken more shots, but he was a great teammate that made our team better, made our program better, and probably as high a visibility that our programs had. I always love a new challenge. I mean, this is a new team, a new focus, and it's going to take a new formula to be successful. And we have some skilled players returning, and we talk about this every year. Nobody's going to replace Tom Shaw. Nobody's going to replace Marcus Thornton. What you need to do is bring your best to this team. And for a guy like Daniel Dixon, he doesn't have to replace Marcus's scoring. He's got to be a better defender, a better rebounder, and his scoring will go up. For Omar Pruitt, he doesn't have to be Marcus Thornton. He has to be the best version of Omar Pruitt he can possibly be to help our team be successful. Well, we'll have a lot of youth there, but some talent. We returned Daniel Dixon as a starter, and Daniel, 6'5", had a great year as a sophomore. When he's not hurt, he's a really good player. One of the keys for Daniel is to stay healthy. It really hurt us at the end of last year for him to miss the last 2 to 3 weeks of the season before the conference tournament. And Daniel's a great player, but he needs to remember his identity should be as a defender and a rebounder first, and a scorer will come with that. Certainly great to have him back. We have a bevy of young guards that I really like. I love Michael Schlottman, Oliver Tott. Both have shown flashes of really nice play. Will be important players for us. We have a transfer, David Cohn, that set out last year, practiced with us every day, and we know what kind of ability David has, and I think he will bring a real positive to our ball club this year and really push for a lot of playing time. Connor Birchfield, great shooter, that is spending his offseason, working on other aspects of the game. So a very young core of guards, but I think a very skilled group. Well, we start with Terry Tarpey. Had one of the best years you'll ever see at William & Mary. As a defender, as a rebounder, as an assist man, scored the ball well for us. All our success will start with Terry. Obviously, Omar Pruitt has had 2 great years for us. Will be returning as a junior. He's a guy that I think can step it up a little bit this year. Had a great freshman year, an okay sophomore year, but we really want to see him play at a higher level this year. And very committed to the game, very committed to his teammates. He has as good a feel for the game of basketball as anybody I've coached. Greg Malinowski had a great year as a freshman last year. Will step in and play a lot for us again this year. Hopefully, increased role for him. A young guy we really liked that was redshirted last year's Paul Rowley. Paul is a high level, close to being an elite shooter for us. He has got to work on other aspects of his game, but we think as a freshman this year has a chance to really help our ball club. At the post position, Sean was our starter last year. You talk about a guy that's a great teammate and does everything necessary to help us win. That's Sean. We'd like to see a little more scoring out of Sean this year. He's capable of it. We want him to play as a senior and as a captain at a very high level of confidence. Jack Whitman is a real key player for us this year. Jack has had redshirted a year, but a healthy Jack Whitman will make us a much better basketball team. Very athletic young man, very capable young man. If we can keep him healthy, he can really help us. And then our only freshman coming in this year, Hunter Seacat, is a 6'9" post player. Very athletic young man, runs the floor very well. Got a little ruggedness to him, a little toughness to him. We've got to work on his skill level. We'll improve his skill level, but he's a guy that can be an impact player inside. Well, our two captains will be Sean Sheldon and Terry Tarpey, our seniors, and I think we're in good hands with those two guys. They've been in the battles. They're very important to our ball club, and I think they both have nice leadership qualities. And I think they certainly will step forward for us, but it doesn't start with just your seniors. I think guys like Omar, Daniel, they've got to step up for this team and improve their leadership as well. Well, we always play a tough non-conference schedule. We're at NC State. I always love to keep local flavor involved when we can, in-state flavor when we can. Where I know we're at Howard, we're at Virginia. There'll be picked one or two in the country as a preseason. We always play a very competitive non-conference schedule. Last year was a very balanced league. A lot of good basketball teams. It is frightening to look at the number of teams that returned most of their roster. There were very few seniors on the all-conference squad last year, so it will be a stronger league than it was this past year. Well, there have been a lot of rule changes this year. The shot clock's been changed from the 35 to 30 seconds now, which is an effort to speed the game up, to get more scoring. I don't think we need it, to be honest with you. And I voted against it, but I will quickly endorse it and accept it. But because we play fast-paced anyway, we've been in recent years one of the top-scoring teams in our league. I think offensively we've been one of the most efficient teams in the country on a regular basis. So it will not hurt us in any way. It may help us a little bit. Again, I think it's a new team, a new formula. That's very exciting. I think the experience we return is very exciting. And I think a great challenge for our program and our players right now is to remain at the top. I think back-to-back 20-win seasons is not something that's been accomplished here a lot. Well, we don't want to see our program ride that roller coaster up and down. We would like to remain a vibrant force at the top of this league. And so that's something that's going to be tough to do. Possible, absolutely, and a real challenge for our club.